Hello, my little troglodytes. Actually, that sounds really horrible. Hello, my little proggy froggies. My little cocky, rocky, proggy froggies. Proggy doggies? My little proglets? No, okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I don't know. What are Tool's fans called, actually? Toolheads? They don't have an official name. Tooltards? Tooliban? What am I reading here? The AI Gemini is giving me something a little bit weird, of course. Okay, but anyway, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be reacting to Tool 10,000 Days, and actually this is a Patreon request from a little time ago now, requested by Cass in the Grass over on Patreon. I don't actually take requests anymore, by the way, just in case anyone asks. It's just, I still have a long list of ones that I need to catch up with. Let's get into it, because this is what Cass had said. First of all, she said, I am so excited to see you react to a Tool album. I absolutely love Tool. I grew up listening to them with my dad, who I credit with my current taste in music, lol. Thanks, Dad, because literally Cass has been giving me so much good music over the years. They are an incredible band with very, very talented musicians. I would generally describe their genre as prog metal because they love to play with time signatures, song structures, etc. If you like this album, I can always update my request list and add some more. This is their fourth album, and the title relates to the loss of Maynard James Keenan's mum, Judith Keenan, and possibly the length of time that Saturn orbits the sun? With a question mark? That's kind of cool. She had a stroke / was paralysed in the early 2000s and lived for 10,000 days after that accident. Wow, that's so interesting. She was a very religious person, and Maynard was less so. This album addresses her life, religiosity, grief, loss, and how Maynard grappled with it, though there are plenty of other themes as well. In particular, Wings for Marie Part 1 and 10,000 Days Part 2 address her loss, though he definitely has lyrics that are related in other songs. Okay, so, and then there's a little she goes through some of the songs telling me a little bit about them, you know? So that's really nice. Thank you so much for that, Cass. It's always so helpful having little things like that. But yeah, anyway, let's get on into it. Actually, first of all, if you would like to see this video completely uncut, because in this album reaction on YouTube, the songs will be chopped up a little bit, just for copyright's sake, because I would like to get this video monetized. I have to still go through a whole dispute thing and everything, but having it chopped up helps my claim. So that's the way it has to be, unfortunately. On Patreon, though, it is completely uncut and there's no chops or anything like that. But so you get it all fresh and nice like that. And also it really helps me out as a creator and as a mum and as a person and just in general, it just really helps me keep doing these videos. So yeah, if you'd like to become a Patreon, please do. I also do live streams where I listen to music live and do all sorts live, really. It's just really good time. So you can follow the link in the description for that. And I also have Instagram, which I do a lot of updates on. I do TikToks too. I do all sorts. Just go follow the links in the description. Let's get on into it. I'm really nervous but excited because, you know, new band, new audience, scary. And I know a lot of you might be like some older heads, you know, who liked the band, probably seen them live, really good, like strong fans. So I hope I don't say anything out of turn. Please forgive me if I'm a little bit naive or like, you know, brain rot, young brain. I am 31, so I'm not that young, but you know, I might not know everything about Tool or like, you know, influences and whatever. But that's all right. We're just going to get into it and see how it feels, right? Yeah, sorry if the light keeps, like, when I'm up here it flickers and then when I go back it, like, you know, like, it shifts a bit. It's a bit annoying, but I don't really know what to do about that, to be honest. So, yeah. But anyway, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. All right, the first song is called Vicarious. This is what Cass had said about it. So Vicarious, lyrics are fairly straightforward. This addresses how the world likes to vicariously live through others. And it's one of her favourite songs. Okay. That's interesting. Like the world or like people in the world like to vicariously live through. I mean, let's just listen to it and I'll figure it out. Let's go. Got my OG Dr. Pepper here as well. Already loving that riff. Ooh. Don't start with me now. Whoa, it's so technical. Wow, the vocals are very like sort of mixed into the background almost. Oh, I like that. Din, 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 din. Nice. His vocals, so raspy. Oh, that guitar riff. Ooh. Okay, okay. That's interesting. That chug. I love that chug sound. Oh yeah, come on now. Wait, this came out in 2006. I know they are a lot older than that, but their oldest album is 93. Well, that on Spotify. Oh, it's so nice. It's so delectable. Oh, I love weird like progressions and like, oh, you know what I mean? Just like the rhythmic feel as well. I love rhythmic feels. Pretty, that sounds quite beautiful. Yeah, with the double sort of playing on it. So melodic, almost like it's psychedelic. Come on. Oh, come on. That drum. Oh. Come on. There's the release. Whoa! Wow! Roll that. Rolling. It's like, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. Oh my God, I am in for such a treat with this album, aren't I? I am in for a hell of a treat with this album. I can't actually deal with how good that was already. Oh my God, just like each little change, like it, okay, not to bring this into it, but having that sort of ADHD brain, not sort of ADHD brain, I do have ADHD, but it really is nice for me to have so many different things to like latch onto and like, it feeds me, you know, it gives me everything I need. I stay so focused, I stay so in it. And it really is giving me everything I want to hear. And I wanted to rock out like crazy, but I'm trying to conserve energy because I've got the whole album to go. But it was so good just to really listen as well. It's like I am rocking out, but I'm also really listening. I'm not like digesting all the words, but I got the idea of the song anyway. It's like vicariously living through people, but it's like living through their pain in a way while he sort of floats above it. And he's like, well, better you than me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he kind of like floats away from the pain. Maybe he's talking about some sort of detachment from his own pain even. And he's like watching everyone like, oh, look at you all feel your pain while I don't have to feel anything, but I will live vicariously through you and I'll watch you have your pain. Do you know what? Maybe a bit different, and maybe I am getting it a little bit wrong. Do forgive me if I am. But interestingly, only yesterday I was talking to my PA, my personal assistant. I have one for my health. And I was telling her how when I was like very, 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 very deep in depression, I used to live vicariously through people's happiness. So quite different, really. But yeah, I used to watch people be happy and try and live vicariously through it. And I used to feel happy for them, you know? Like I couldn't feel happy for myself, but I felt happy that they loved their lives. I felt happy that they enjoyed living and that they felt like they had purpose. I used to think in my head, oh, silly little beings thinking that they have purpose in the world because I was so nihilistic. But I thought, but how sweet is it to be like so naive to thinking that you do, you know, you just feel like you do. And like something about it was like, oh, how I wish to be ignorant and how I wish to like not be so nihilistic and live through their happiness, you know? So that's like my vicariousness. But yeah, maybe I could look it up. I don't want to be like fully going into lyrics too much this album, but I am actually very interested in that, and maybe I will end up looking into lyrics too much. Yeah, so he does say, "I on a TV cause tragedy because tragedy thrills me, whatever flavour it happens to be." Like, killed by the husband, drowned by the ocean, shot by his own son, she used a poison in his tea, then kissed him goodbye. That's my kind of story. It's no fun till someone dies. Don't look at me like I'm a monster. Frown out your own face, but with the other. Stare like a junkie into the TV, stare like a zombie while the mother holds her child, watches him die, hands to the sky crying, why oh why? Because I need to watch things die from a distance. Vicariously, I live while the whole world dies. You all need to, don't lie. Yeah, it really does feel like he is watching others feel pain because maybe some part of him is numb, but he kind of likes it. And like he's also thinking some part of him is kind of like evil, but I know he doesn't really think he's evil. I feel like I've gone through a phase like that too, where I felt evil, but I know I wasn't. And yeah, there's an anger to it. There's like a trapped anger inside of you, and you're just walking around numb, but seeing people's like heaviness, like you can feeling their pain. I don't know. It's something. It's what he's saying in the song, really. Why can't we just admit it? Why can't we just admit it? We won't give pause until blood is flowing. And I think he's also saying like we all like that a little bit. We all love tragedy. Like all of us watch like these horror films, these thrillers, these horrible news stories, war. We all of us do it. And he's just admitting to it. Maybe not all of us do it all the time or as much, but we do it to some degree. We do. But, you know, maybe perspective and reasoning could be different to why we do it, you know? But yeah, that is basically what it's all about, I'm thinking. But yeah, I want to move on. Those time signatures, I would never be able to like count all the time signatures. I was always so bad at doing that in musical theory, like the time signature stuff. I don't know what it is. Like I've got good rhythm when I dance and I can sing on the beat, but something about actually like counting the rhythms, I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And plus, I think they're doing so many, I don't know how I'd be able to catch up. But it's bloody fun. It's fun to listen to, and you can feel it, you know, you can feel it. Yeah, you know what, also, though, it's not, like, proggy to a point. I mean, there might be some songs on this album that are like that, but it's not proggy to a point where you're, like, it's like this jazzy sort of prog, or, like, you're kind of, like, feeling like, what? It still has this flow to it. Like, each time signature change still makes you, you're still able to, like, move with it. Like, I don't know, you're able to catch up in a way where the body still feels good to move. I don't know. Anyway, let's do it. Jambi. And it might change. I don't mind if it does, but yeah. Ooh. Feels like it's tickling me. Ooh. He's got a good voice. He's a bit more up front here. I love how grumbly that bass sounds. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, come on now. Little pedal switch. Oh, the vocals too. Oh, those little breaks. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I like that, where it's placed. Oh! I love it when he does his like vocal on the beat, like stomps with him. Oh, I like that. Away, yeah. Wow. Oh. He's so good at he's so good with it. They must have practiced so much, you know? Because you have to make a melody for each different, like, signature, you know? It's not like you could just sing along loosely. It's structured. Hey! Little breakdown vibe. That is so interesting. Like a proper, like... Wait, is that a vocal? I can't tell. It sounded like a vocal. Obviously being manipulated to sound like a guitar. Yeah. He's like, I got this one. I got this solo. You guys just keep playing the rhythm over there. I got this one. Ooh, I love that melody. Wow, I love that. Ooh. I like where he accented it. Dead, like that. Yeah, come on. Yay! Woo! Hooray! Oh, I love his vocal. He made it super thick there. The grit in it. Oh, so good. So damn good. Wow. Okay, let's see what Cass has said about that song, actually. Jambi, on first look, this song may seem like it's about a romantic partner, but I actually think it's related to his mother, given the following lyric. But I wish it all away if I thought I'd lose you just one day. So true. Yeah, let's actually have a look at those lyrics. I was really thinking, oh yeah, I probably won't look at lyrics, but actually they're quite lyrically heavy songs so far. I loved every little bit of that one too. There was a moment where I thought I liked the first one a little bit more, but then I was like, how can I really choose that right now though? Because it keeps progressing and changing. And, you know, and then like towards the end, I was like, actually, wait a minute, this is really fucking like I feel like in each song, there's going to be a part of a song that just like really always stands out. And you're like, wow, I can't. And then every time you listen, you're like, I cannot wait for this part of the song. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I cannot wait. This is my favorite part. Oh, my favorite part's coming up, because there's so many parts to have as favorites. Here from the King's Mountain view, here from the wild dream come true, faced like a sultan, I do, on treasures and flesh, never few. Okay, so he's saying, you know, he's got it all. He can do what he wants. He can eat on everything and on treasures and flesh, never a few. So he's got it all. But I I wish it all away if I thought I'd lose you just one day. Okay, so he's like, I don't need all this. I just want you back. The devil and his had me down, in love with the dark side I'd found, dabbling all the way down, up to my neck soon to drown. But you changed that all for me, lifted me up, turned me around. So yeah, that's where it sounds like it could be about a romantic partner. And you never know, he could be on about two. He could be on about his mum and a romantic partner. You know, it could be a little mixture. But it also could be about his mum and saying, like, you know, you caught me before I got down too far and you lifted me back up again, you turned me around. So I would wish all this away, prayed like a martyr, dusk to dawn, begged like a hooker all night long, tempted the devil with my song and got what I wanted all along. I prayed and I wished for to become famous and to have these riches and to be like successful and all of that. But still, even though I prayed for that and I wanted that so much, even that is not enough. Like, I want you more. Wish it away, wish it away, wish it all away. Want to wish it all away. No prize that could hold, sway, or justify my giving away my centre. Yeah. So, you know, I could never justify giving away my soul, my true soul. You, my peace of mind, my all, my centre. Just trying to hold on one more day. Down my eyes, down my eyes, down my eyes if they should compromise the fulcrum. If once a needs divide me, then I might as well be gone. Ooh. Ooh, that is deep actually. If wants and needs divide me, like, what do I really need and what do I want? And if I get divided on that and I choose what I want over what I need, yeah, he's like, but I may as well be gone. Like, my soul should be gone. Like, I don't want to be tempted by these riches and all these fancy things or anything like that. It doesn't even have to be materialistic, just success, you know? Yeah, he wants to stay. I don't know. It's just interesting, isn't it? It really is just saying, I would trade all of this just for you. That is exactly what he's saying. Shine on forever, shine on, benevolent sun. That's beautiful as well. Benevolent sun, like maybe talking to this person saying, like, you are the most kindest, altruistic, like, person ever. You are sunshine. And like, almost like saying, more than me, you're more than me than I could ever be. Shine down upon the broken, shine until the two become one. And with the religious aspects of like his mum being like very religious, that's quite sweet as well, to be like shining in the sky on the broken, almost like a very, it's very godly in a way, you know. Divided, withering away, shine down upon the many, light our way, benevolent sun, help us all. Even though you can't be here in spirit, like can't be here in person, you could be here in spirit to help us all by your sunshine needs to shine upon all of us. Breathe in union, so as one. Survive. Oh wow, all become one. Realize that we are one and we need to breathe in union and we need to do that to survive. We need to become one to survive. Another day and season, silence, legion, save your poison, stay out of my way. Wow, that is really, really meaningful. Yeah, he seems like he's quite a deep thinker, this guy. Like, he might be, yeah, like quite a sensitive, emotional person deep down. And like, maybe he might not show that as a person. I do not know anything about him, but through his music, he's very, very vulnerable. And I do always find that with metal music, that most of the time they're quite vulnerable in the lyrics, and I love that so much. I love it so much. But this is more than just vulnerable. It's quite poetic and beautiful too, and yeah, visual. I love that. Okay, but anyway, let's move on. All right, so this one is called Wings for Me, Marie, which I'm definitely sure is about his mum, right? Okay. Oh wait, let's actually quickly read. Sorry. Just want to read what Cass actually has said about this one. Wings for Me, Marie, slash 10,000 Days. These songs are essentially continuous and relate to the loss of his mum. He is essentially saying that if anyone deserves heaven, this is kind of what I was just saying. It is his mum. They are beautiful. Maynard has talked about how difficult these songs are to play live, both because of the musical complexity and the associated grief, of course. But I was just saying about the benevolent sun and about her being religious and how it is sort of like a heavenly thing. And I was still keeping in mind, I didn't mention it again, but I was keeping in mind that he wasn't a very religious person. But I felt like he was being benevolent and altruistic by saying, you know, being this, like, for her sake, you are in the sky, you are in heaven. And now this is what Cass has said about this one, saying like, if there is a heaven, she deserves to be in heaven. Like, wow, okay, that came together so lovely. Let's listen then. I wonder if this is more of like a, I don't know, let's just listen. I didn't know if it's going to be slower, but I should stop wondering and just play. I always do that, and then I cut myself off, like, shut up. That's interesting, that sort of pendulum-y going through, wiping, swiping, whatever. It's almost like an Infinity 8, I keep saying, you know? Ooh. This is very, very visceral for me. That boom has a really nice brown, warm brown colour, and it's very soft, like an orb. Whoa. Whoa. And then like a very gorgeous sort of yellowy white guitar sound, slightly golden but paler. I keep seeing that Infinity 8, that is so weird. And it kind of looks like, as it's doing this, it's got like moth wings, or like, yeah, like a moth with like the brown in the middle, like the body. Maybe it was subconscious, but the song is called Wings for Marie. His voice. Wow, it's like he's using his voice as a drone. Oh, come on now. There's little bits of pink in there as well now. Sorry, I keep talking, it's just very visual. Wow, wow, to be a son to an angel. Oh, that's beautiful. Very theatrical there, actually. That shift is wonderful. You know, I really can definitely see some, probably inspirations from the Doors a little bit as well. And I love the Doors. Okay, punk. Okay. Getting a little bit spicy. A little bit of rage, I suppose. You know, rage. Grief comes with a lot of rage. Sorry, I'm in it. Look at me. I'm flowing. I sometimes think about how silly I must look, but it's real, isn't it? Wow, I love those lyrics. She never told a lie. Well, might have told a lie, but never lived one. Wow. Wow. Oh, let you go. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I know it was a while ago now, but ooh. Now that feels like a proper ending, that. Let you go. Do you know what I saw? And I don't mean to be like maybe a little too dark or morbid here, but when I heard that, it did feel like the shutting of a coffin, and then the coffin being lowered down into the grave. And I'm really sorry if that does come across a bit morbid, but it's just what I saw. I thought I'd mention it, but I do see colours and patterns in music, and sometimes some songs are like stand out even more than others, and like this one really did. Like it had so many, like that figure eight really started it all, and then like the boom, and then like the little splashes of colour, like as it built, it was really like creating such a display of visuals, which is very, very nice. Really emotional song, really good lyrics, like what the hell. I liked how it was, that little punky moment was so interesting, but I really do like that it was mainly just a very sort of like psychedelic-y sort of sound to it. Like I said, it reminded me of the Doors a little bit. You could always say that though, couldn't we? Like the Doors were quite like pioneers for a lot of like prog music and so on. I know they weren't like typically super prog, and there was more proggier bands around that time that I could have mentioned, but I think I listened to the Doors the most, so that's the one I thought of. I like this: a passionate spirit, uncompromised, boundless and open, a light in your eyes, then immobilized. Whew, that's so sad. And so like, it's like he's recounting the trauma of it as well. Like he's talking about how like this woman was so bright and light and warm and sweet, and then gone, like gone. Really explaining that and reliving it in a way is so sad. Broken, fell at the hands of those movements that I wouldn't see. Yet it was you who prayed for me. So what have I done to be a son of an angel? What have I done to be worthy? And then, you know, it goes into like this, and then it, you know, it like there's a little like music bit, then it gets a bit punky, and it's almost like, you know, what did I do to be worthy? It's like there's a little bit of like self-hatred there. He's angry at himself. Daylight dims, leaving cold fluorescence. I love that. That is really like giving me everything. Number one, when I think of daylight dimming and then you get that sort of like twilight hue, it is a colder hue anyway, right? But then, oh my God, the double meaning of it being like daylight dims, like in her eyes, like who she is, the daylight dims, leaving cold fluorescence. And it's like the fluorescent light of like a hospital light, very fluorescent, man-made, cold lighting, because all the daylight that she was is gone. That made me think of that. Difficult to see you in this light. Difficult to see you in this light. It's like, again, it's like he's saying, it's difficult to see you in this lighting, physically and visually, but also it's so hard to see you in this way. Like, oh, I've never seen you in this light before. Like this is a different you. It's hard to see you like this. Oh my God, the poetry. Sorry, but that is poetry. Whoa. Oh, I've not felt like a hit like that from a lyric in a while. Please forgive this selfish question, but what am I going to say to all these ghouls tonight? She never told a lie, well, might have told a lie, but never lived one, didn't have a life, but surely saved one. And that's in quotation, so I wonder if that's something that had been said. This is perhaps Maynard's eulogy to his mother, and the life she saved was his own. She prayed for him while he was growing up, and he's now telling his mother he's turned out all right, which is what she wanted. See, I'm all right. Now it's time for us to let you go. Wow. Amazing. Oh, I know there are so many other Tool albums, and some of you might have said, oh, you should have started with this album or done that album, but I am really happy this is the album that I'm starting with, because I'm incredibly impressed and wasn't actually expecting to get this sort of like feeling with the lyrics, you know? Wow. Okay. I am very impressed. I am, wow. Let's move on though. We now have, so we literally have 10,000 Days, Wings Part 2. So it's basically like Part 2 to Wings for Marie, but it's called 10,000. Okay, let's just do it. I'm interested. Oh, it's so earthy. Whoa. I like that. Sorry, but it's like it's like it's going down in steps, but it's like and it's like a, you know what I mean? I can't play, but I can hear. I can't play, but I can hear, and it sounds really interesting. Yeah, it's like a little tickle, and then like a little. Sorry, just so interesting to me. Can we hear this little sort of atmospheric sound come in here? Oh, like thunder. Oh, what is that? Okay. Ooh, nice. Feels a bit like Sort of like a Viking tribal feel to it. Valhalla, I am coming. You know? Yeah, maybe a little bit of a Led Zeppelin inspo in this feel, which I fucking love. It was like we're in like a manor at the same time though, like sort of vampiric manor. Wow. Beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. That bass line. Imagine being here live, watching this. I know we said that this is a hard one to play, but fuck. I bet a few of you have seen this live. Whoa. Whew. Whoa! Wow, that. Woo! That is satisfying. Wow! Oh, come on. Yeah! Wow! Whew. Whoa. Beautiful! Whoa! This is such a journey. Oh my gosh, those lyrics. Oh, stop. Those lyrics once again. Are we kidding? Really sad. This is such an intimate moment. It's like he's reached her somehow to really tell her this message. Oh, yes, exactly kind of what I was thinking. It felt like, can I just say, like, let me speak freely here. It really felt like it's that figure eight again. Oh, and it went into the pot. But I'm going to pause a minute. That's kind of cool, though, that it transitioned into that one. But I want to say, like, the whole song felt like a preparing. You know, there's thunder, there's rain. It's got the sort of what do you call it? Pathetic fallacy, right? Where the music is the weather's matching the feeling. And it's like really like preparing to go on a journey. And I literally said this is such a journey, and it really feels like this climbing, this going, this going, this going. And in a way, it feels like he's journeying up to like reach her, like through like, you know, the veil, just to tell her up close and personal, please, just one last thing, before you meet your maker, please tell him this. You know, this is my one last message to you, Mum. Be on your way, and just let him know that you deserve everything, you know, and hallelujah, bring me home, you know. It really felt like and that's why like some of like the weird trippy sounds, like it almost felt like even though she's very religious, he didn't say God, okay, but it almost felt like it could even be like alien in a way. And I don't want to I'm not trying to like make it weird. You know what I mean? But it felt a little bit like more of like a universe feeling, like we are one in the universe, psychedelic in a way, you know. It felt very like he reached her through maybe a psychedelic pathway. Maybe he even did psychedelics to reach her, to tell her this. I don't know. But either way, it was beautiful, really emotional. Whew. But let's move on to the pot. I'm not going to go into all the lyrics of that one. I was following. But yeah, let's go and let's the pot.
Who are you?
Oh, the pre-delay.
You must have been out your head.
I've definitely heard that line before. Wait, I've definitely heard the "Who are you to wave your finger?" Like I've definitely had that melody. Maybe I've even heard this song, but I don't remember it. But have I heard this? Yeah, sorry. Let me go back to start again. But no, that's familiar. Can I just quickly check if I've heard this before? Because yeah, I feel like that's familiar, because I have heard, I think, a couple Tool songs before on like a live stream or a song request video. I honestly don't know, but maybe I just recognise it. Is it maybe it's a popular song? Oh yeah, this one has 213 million listens, so maybe I've just heard it, you know?
I hold it in muddy waters. You practically raised the dead.
Wow, those drums, the percussion.
Soapbox house of cards and glass, so don't go tossing your stones around.
Ooh. Oh, it's a little bit naughty. I like the way he says it. Oh, it's got a bit of a filthy sound to this one. Woo! He's really slapping the bass. Oh, that little slide. Yeah. True. Yeah. Woohoo! Whoa! Whoa! I love that! The melodies! Oh! What's a kangaroo got to do with it? Police! Yeah! Whoa, come on now. Kid longevity in that vocal. Whoa. Ganja police! Police! I love that. Whoa, and I guess the pot, is he on about pot, like smoking pot? Ooh, yeah, because he's on about being like high. So yeah, that's not really like a crazy revelation. But yeah, I just figured it out. Wait, that was so good. Oh, I'm sweaty after that one. Yeah, he literally says, who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out your head. Eye hole deep in muddy waters. You practically raised the dead. Rob the grave to snow the cradle. Then burn the evidence down. Soapbox, house of cards and glass. So don't go tossing your stones around. You must have been high. I wonder what who's he talking to? The pot is meticulously written to criticise hypocrisy, mainly targeting the church, Christianity, and the government. Well, yes, he definitely mentioned the government and kangaroos in the government. What the hell? A government of kangaroos? Who are you calling kangaroo? Yeah, that was interesting because, like, obviously we just had the song before where he's kind of being open to, not open to Christianity, but very like for his mother's sake, hoping there's a heaven for her. But then in the pot, he's like, but this is still who I am. Hey, don't get it twisted. I still am not a religious person, and I am very much against sort of, you know, what Christianity and so on is in the churches and whatever. This song comes on the heels of the titular 10,000 Days, a song in which Maynard calls out hypocrisy in the congregations of the church his mother attended. Ooh, see, I didn't actually look into lyrics properly for that one, so that's interesting. That's really interesting. I didn't get those parts, of course. This song, The Pot, can be seen to, in this context, be a response to his own, calling out his own hypocrisy as hypocrisy. In the words of the common idiom, the pot calling the kettle black. Oh, right, okay, yeah. The black kettle is also referenced here to show how the so-called God men killed innocent natives and Chief Black Kettle in the Cheyenne tribe. On the track, Maynard also changed his vocal style dramatically from that of the prior track, 10,000 Days, of course, suggesting the appearance of another narrator. Oh, this is actually something that Maynard James Keenan has said himself. To me, that's one of the examples of some of our earlier energy, blending perfectly with our more mature energy and kind of nods to our influences over the years. I feel like we really kind of struggle to make sure that all four of us shine as best as we can on everything we do to exhaustion. But I feel like this one is one of the ones that felt not effortless, but fresh and consciously effortless. If that makes sense. I love that he says that, if that makes sense, because I'm saying that all the time. Does that make sense? If that makes sense? It just captures that vibe that I think if you're going to play a song for people to kind of get them into our band, I don't think you should start with a 27-minute one. Calm down. Don't get all QAnon on us. QAnon? QAnon. Sorry, QAnon on us. Focus on the pot. That will be the introduction to all the other possibilities that happen in this project. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he seems like a pretty cool guy, actually. Like, not just for his lyrics, but even him talking then, I'm like getting, I don't know, there's like, you know, when you get a little vibe of someone, even just through like their words, I'm like, I like that he's thinking about that. I was like, listen, I know our music. We got some long ass songs up in here. So, you know, this is a song that, you know, gets people into it. And look, it was effortless, you know? It was consciously effortless, but it was effortless. You know what I mean? And then he's just very like, you know, and I want it something where all four of us shine. Like I don't know. Has the band always had the same members in as well? Because I always find that like long bands that have been together for a long time and have had the same members, just, oh wow, it really shows like a good chemistry between them all. But I don't know if that's the case. But it says here as well, a comment has said, I've read somewhere else that this song is a protest to a justice who was sending pot smokers to jail for first offences and was then later discovered to do heroin, hence the Muddy Waters line. Oh, that's interesting. Right, anyway, let's move on. That was a really fun one though, and a great introduction song. Obviously I've heard other songs, but that was a great, you know, that would have been a great introductory song too. Alright, okay. Next one is called Lipan Conjuring. Ooh, sounds a bit spooky. Oh, it's only 1:11. Oh, he's got a little bit of an overtone. I feel like he was trying to like hit some overtones a little bit in some of his other vocal styles, and you could hear it a little bit, but amongst with all the other music it was hard to fully hear. Don't know if you can hear it, but it's like I can't do the whistly bit where it's all like, you know, on top, but I've definitely got a sort of overtony voice anyway. You know, there's a bit more of that like nasalier sound on top, but you could hear that he's trying to do that too. Yeah, he's definitely, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa, that's cool. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, fun with the effects as well. Nice little interlude. All right, this one's called Lost Keys, Blame Hofman. Okay. Where are we going with this one? It's not an overly long song either, compared to the others. Oh wow, okay. Bit of a relieving sound to come in under that sort of shriller sound. It's warm and toasty, that sound. Ooh, I love just the right amount of gravel in that guitar. Whoa. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, okay. It shifts away from that sort of tension. Oh, that's nice. And then it comes back. It's like a sign. And siren too. Wow, it's almost like having like an interlude and an interlude. But not quite.
Doctor, if you have a moment.
A moment? What's the question?
More of a situation. A gentleman in exam theory.
What's the problem? How much here is that?
No, doctor, no obvious physical trauma. Vitals are stable.
Name?
No, sir.
Let's get some background on this file.
No ID. Nothing. And he won't speak to anyone.
Wait, are they Australian? Maybe that's why you talk about kangaroos.
What's it? How are you today?
How are you today?
Look, son, you're in a safe place, but you need to talk to us. We can't help you otherwise. Now, what's happened?
Wow,
Tell me
okay.
everything.
Okay, Rosetta Stoned. Okay. This one's 11 minutes. Is that on purpose? 11? Wish number? Okay, I'm excited. What? This is too fast! Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm gonna have to look at these lyrics afterwards. This is so intense. But in a good way. Wow. Wow. Wait, I have to hear that bit again. Did you hear the melody? Sorry, but I have to. Wow. That is really funny. Yeah, this definitely has a more of like a comical aspect to it. I felt it from the beginning for sure with him like, hey, see if you can follow this, you know? I didn't even graduate, but they chose me, bitch. Whoa, okay, okay. Come on, roll it. Woo. Whoa, okay. Let's get slinky. This is so funny. Do you reckon he wrote it like, nah. I'm like, did he write it while high or just right after, you know? Is it, I don't know, I'll talk about it after. What the hell is this? What the fuck? Ooh, I loved that so much. Oh, I am really like into this story. Whoa. The music really is making me feel like it's like different states of mind and like physical feelings during the high. Whoa, those sounds. Ooh, now. Oh, I love that. Gosh, there's been some really good sounds in this one. This is such a journey of a song. Whoa. Sounds like a little bit intense in this moment. Maybe a little bit like, oh shit, you know? Bit twisted, a bit fucked up, a little bit anxiety inducing. Oh, that percussion as well. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Damn. This is so funny. must be so frustrating though. At the same time, it's kind of silly, like, he's sort of laughing at himself in this song, but it must be kind of frustrating to be like, what did it say? I was actually talking about this earlier, about dreaming though. Oh, bit of a cheeky sound here. Ooh.
Don't know, won't know, don't know, won't know, don't know, won't know, don't know, won't know, don't know, don't know, won't know, don't know, won't know, don't know, won't know, don't know, won't know.
Oh, sorry, I had a little bit of fun there. Oh my god, wait, I have to go into the lyrics of that. But I wanted to say, like, literally earlier, I was streaming earlier because I was streaming myself getting ready to do this video. I was saying about how I'm on a new medication and it's making me have really intense, like, vivid dreams that make me feel like I literally go to other worlds and, like, movies. Okay, one of the main things I was saying is that I can read in my dreams. Like, I can actually read. Like I had a notepad in front of me. This was this morning, so that's really bizarre, but it was this morning. I was reading it, but it was also a secondary voice in my head saying, hey, really try and read this because when you wake up, I really want you to tell me what that said. And it was like me telling me in my dream, even though I didn't feel like it was a lucid dream, I felt like I was asleep, but it was some morsel of awareness saying, oh my god, this is so cool that you're reading in your dream. Please try and remember it when you wake up. And I don't remember it. Don't remember it, but what I do remember though is trying to read it and reading it, but the words didn't make sense together. And I remember thinking at the time, like, oh my gosh, I really do think that you can't really read in your dreams. Like, you just can't. Like, I'm putting the words together and this is the closest I've ever got, but I still couldn't do it. And I just thought, that is really weird. I don't know, that's just so weird. But yeah, this song obviously sounds like a very intense, maybe acid trip, ime I don't know, it sounds very acid, maybe even something more though, like ayahuasca, but it's, I don't know, let's have a look into it. It's definitely a trip, that's what I can say. It's almost like he's laughing at himself a little bit because it's kind of silly in the lyrics, and we've all felt like this, but hello, I've never done anything like that in my life, actually. No. Well, I haven't really. I've done mushrooms and that's it. But anyway, but everyone gets that feeling of feeling like you're the one, the chosen one, you've been given a message, and you also feel like we are all one together. We are, you get all these very spiritual thoughts that make you feel very special, but like everyone gets them, you know what I mean? So there was something kind of funny about that. So I love that he's like, alrighty then, picture this if you will, and then he proceeds to talk so fast that you're like, oh my god, I can't picture nothing. But he's saying 10 to 2 a.m. X Yogi DMT. Oh, DMT, Yogi DMT. There you go. All right. And a box of Krispy Kremes in my need to know pose just outside of Area 51, contemplating the whole chosen people thingy. When just then a flaming stealth banana split the sky. So he's contemplating it, like being like chosen people. Okay, here we go. Some people are the chosen ones, are they? And maybe he's done like, it's also seemed like he's probably done like hallucinogenics like many times, but never had that experience before. And he's sort of laughing at it. I remember when I first took mushrooms and I said to myself, like, I could remember all the tropes that people have told me that people feel, and I didn't want to be like a cringy. I feel like I was holding on a little bit, being like, oh, I don't want to be sat there being like, oh my god, like we're all one, like this is amazing. I didn't want to have that because I thought, oh, that's just so cringe. So I was sort of fighting against it a little bit, like one would hope, but never really expect to see in a place like this. Cutting right angle donuts on a dime and stopping right at my Birkenstocks, and me yelping, holy fucking shit. Then the X-File being looking like some kind of blue-green Jackie Chan with Isabella Rossellini lips and breath that reeked of vanilla chig champa. Did a slow-mo matrix descent. So like this. Doing that, are we saying? I don't know. out of the butt end of the banana vessel and hovered above my bug eyes, my gaping jaw, and my sweaty L. Ron Hubbard upper lip. He is so descriptive here. I love it. And all I could think was, I hope Uncle Martin here doesn't notice that I pissed my fucking pants. Oh my God. Okay. So light in his way, like an apparition that he had me crying out, fuck me, it's got to be the deadhead chemistry. The blotter got right on top of me, got me seeing motherfucking T. Oh my God, this is so funny. He's proper telling the story and it just sounds so ridiculous, like thinking of E.T. E.T., like the creature E.T. looking so silly, it just makes it sound ridiculous, right? But then you're there feeling like you're being the chosen one by this funny ass looking creature. And after calming me down with some orange slices and some fetal spooning, E.T. revealed to me his singular purpose. He said, "You are the chosen one, the one who will deliver the message, a message of hope for those who choose to hear it, and a warning for those who don't. Me, the chosen one, they chose me, and I didn't even graduate from fucking high school. Yeah, you'd better listen." Then he looked right through me with the somniferous almond eyes. Don't even know what it means. Must remember to write it down. This is so real, like the time Dave floated away. See, my heart is pounding. Like when he says like the time Dave floated away, is he talking about another trip he's had and he saw his mate Dave float away or something? I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but it sounds like that because it's like real, but it's not real. It just feels really real. See, my heart is pounding because this shit never happens to me. This always happens to everyone else, but this does not happen to me. I cannot believe I'm getting this now. This doesn't happen to me. I can't breathe right now. It was so real, like I woke up in Wonderland, all sort of terrifying. I don't want to be all alone while I tell this story. And can anyone tell me why you all sound like Peanut's parents? It's just getting more and more ridiculous. Will I ever be coming down? This is so real. Finally, it's my lucky day. See, my heart is racing because this shit never happens to me. I can't breathe right now. You believe me, don't you? Please believe what I've said. See, the dead ain't touring, and this wasn't all in my head. See, they took me by the hand and invited me right in. Then they showed me something. I don't even know where to begin. Stepped down to my bed, feet cold and eyes red. I'm out of my head. Am I alive? Am I dead? Can't remember what they said. God damn, shit the bed. Overwhelmed as one would be. Placed in my position, such a heavy burden, now to be the one born to bear and bring all the details of our ending. To write it down for all the world to see, but I forgot my pen. Shit the bed again. Typical. Bloody typical, mate. It's fucking typical. I forgot my pen. Sorry about the terrible accent, but yeah. So yeah, in this song, a character goes through. So it's a character, but we don't know if it's him. Maybe it's just another character. But in this song, a character goes through a drug trip in the infamous deserts of Area 51. It's a long, daunting occurrence, especially when the aliens approach him, pick him up and tell him he is the chosen one. The Rosetta Stone is a Ptolemaic age granodiorite stele inscribed with a decree issued at Memphis in 196 BC on behalf of King Ptolemy V. Sorry, the decree appears in three scripts. The upper text is ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics, the middle portion Demotic script, and the lowest ancient Greek. Because it presents essentially the same text in all three scripts, with some minor differences among them, it provided the key to the modern understanding of Egyptian hieroglyphs. Okay. The term Rosetta Stone has been used idiomatically to represent a crucial key to the process of decryption of encoded information, especially when a small but representative sample is recognized as a clue to understanding a larger whole. Ooh, very interesting. The title of the song is a play on this term in the context of trying to evolve or discover and understand aliens, much like the Rosetta Stone was used to understand the ancient Egyptians, and of course being stoned/drugged out of your mind as well. It implies that drugs are this character's Rosetta Stone. In other words, his key to decoding and understanding this civilization. Oh, there's a comment here that I find interesting. It says here, I can't seem to leave an explanation, so I'll put it down here. The part where he says, forgot my pen and can't remember what they said, these lines are referring to an LSD trip. While high, he feels like he knows something important, something seriously intelligent and crazy and mysterious. So next time he takes LSDs, He brings a pen and paper to write it down, wakes up the next day, reads it, and it says something like 3 is the honourable number, or pepperonis really don't come from computers, or my hand is in the last place. But when he's tripping out, he knew there was something special about what he was thinking, like a part of his brain had been unlocked, but he wakes up and realises it was fake. But in his head, he says it's not. Oh, so sorry, actually. I do want to check what Cass has said for the last, couple songs, because I haven't actually looked. So, first of all, she said The Pot may be her favourite Tool song, talks about hypocrisy of the government when it comes to drugs. Okay, yes, that was mentioned earlier. Lipan Conjuring, an interlude. Lost Keys / Rosetta Stoned. These songs are also linked together. I'm not fully certain about the thematic relevance, but in my interpretation, the protagonist lost a loved one and is now tripping his balls off. Hofman is the name of the scientist who first synthesized LSD. Oh, yes, actually. I think I know that. Intention relates to creation of humanity / human consciousness. It must have been some really good LSD. Okay, yeah, let's keep going then. I was going to mention LSD earlier as well. I was like, was it acid? And I was going to say LSD, but I don't know, they're all mixed up for me. I don't really know. I don't really do anything like that. Purely because I'm just too controlling in myself. I'm like, no, I don't want to feel all silly like that. No. I'm too scared. I already have weird-ass dreams and weird thoughts. My imagination is too strong. I'm just like, no, I'm cool with where I'm at. Though I do think it could help me sometimes. Oh, hello. It's like reverse talking. Oh. Wow, okay. Whoa. Wow. I like it. I really like just this feeling so much. Obviously very, very psychedelic, but it's just got that real, ooh, yeah. Wow. Nice tone. Lovely tone. Wow. I think because I'm so sleepy as well right now, I'm so tired after a long day, I'm like, this is perfect. Come on. Yes. Rising. Whoa. What the? Whew. That's really interesting. It's an electronic drum. It really does sound like one. But, with them, I don't know whether they're just manipulating it to sound like that. Ooh. The feedback there and the delay. Whoa. I feel like I'm high, dude. Just by listening to it, I'm like, especially with the visuals. Whoa. That is nice. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm like, whoa, man. I wonder if like, oh, we'll get a pick me up after. But wow, I feel like I'm in like that hazy state, you know, listening to it, just feeling like, yeah, man, pure as we begin, move by will alone, leave as we come in, maybe by will alone. Return to one, man. We are all one, man. There's truth. There's a truth, man. I mean, I do agree with that shit. Like, I do actually agree with that. Oh, okay. I want to keep it going, actually. This one's called Right in Two. Still carrying on that sort of psychedelic sound for now, but where are we going to go? Wow. So, Cass had said, this feels like the conclusion of the album, in her opinion. Talks about humanity through the perspective of angels. Wow. Whoa. I love it when he does like a long sort of drone-like vocal. I didn't realise how sort of psychedelic they were going to be. The percussion again is so good here. Wow, I like that. That's so interesting. So true though, we are just being silly monkeys. 20 years later, it's still the same, maybe if not worse. Well, it is worse. Whoa. Hey. Nice. Whoa. So harsh. Duh, you know? Wow. I love that. That is really interesting percussion. It's so like clustered, but done so well. Oh. Okay. Woo! That is crazy. Whoa! 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 Letting it all out now that we're near the end of the album, you know? Get the lyrics up for this one. Cool, really cool. That one, I had to let loose on that one. I had to. I was like, right. I was saying earlier, like I don't want to go fully into it at the start of the album because I don't want to get too tired for the end. But I thought, hey, we're at the end now, and I'm really knackered. I really am. But I'm like, I gotta get that bit of energy out. I gotta like, get that last bit out. That's so good. Okay, and there I was because I can't do this. I can't do this type of headbanging because of my headphones. I'm now like shaking my head like that. So much fun. So yeah, angels on the sideline, puzzled and amused. Why did Father give these humans free will? Now they're all confused. Yeah, like, hey, you gave them too much free will. They're confused. They don't know what they're doing. They're you know, they're kind of dumb. They're kind of dumb. Don't these talking monkeys know that Eden has enough to go around? Plenty in this holy garden, silly monkeys. Where there's one, you're bound to divide it right in two. Okay, I'm going to click that line. The line could refer to human tendency to organise in factions, one against others, and to debate and fight about their ideals instead of trying to be in unity and peace and share a superior state of consciousness. This concept is also mentioned in the song 46 and 2, which I have heard. This could also be likely reference to the biblical story of King Solomon and the two women arguing over a baby. When Solomon called for a sword to cut the child in two, half to be given to each woman. The real mother desired to give up the baby to keep it alive, while the second woman agreed that dividing the child in half would be fair, as neither woman would be able to keep him. Ew. Solomon declared the real mother to be the woman who would rather see her child taken from her than killed. I mean, yeah, it's kind of obvious, that one. Gotta say. This likely infers that we, people, are the second woman. We want what we want, even if it does not belong to us. We would rather see what we want destroyed than forfeit what we consider ours for the sake of the child. Yeah, it's like, and also we just want it no matter what that means. Like, no matter even if it's rotten, it's just wanting it, you know? It's dark. And it's like our desire is very strong and not very good, you know, and like kind of sinful and evil. Yeah, monkey killing monkey over pieces of the ground. Yes, literally taking the land from others. It does say here, humans destroy each other over pieces of the ground, which we interpret as land, fossil fuels, precious gems, literally happening right now. Native Americans seem to have been baffled that we would dare claim ownership of the land or piece of the ground. There's enough land for us all to share resources, yet people tend to think they deserve a bigger piece of the pie. Yep, absolutely. Give them thumbs, they forge a blade, and where there's one, they're bound to divide it right in two. Yeah, going back to that sort of, you know, they're just going to cut into it, no matter what it is, and they're going to divide it just because they want it. And it's all about division in general, of like us all, you know, we're all divided of all our opinions and never coming together as one. And yeah, and how they've survived so misguided is a mystery. Repugnant is a creature who would squander the ability to lift an eye to heaven, conscious of his fleeting time here. Yeah, it really does feel like saying, like, you know, we've only got a small time here. Why do we ruin it by doing awful, dastardly things instead of like making life wonderful and happy and like feeling successful and beautiful things and, you know, just being kind and so on. Why are we wasting it being so evil? Yeah, I guess that's kind of what it means. Fight the clouds over wind, over sky, and fight over life, over blood, over air and light, over love, over sun, over another. Fight for the time, for the one, for the rise, and angels on the sidelines again, bench along with patience and reason. Angels on the sidelines again, wondering where this tug of war will end. Wow, it's so relevant to today. It's relevant for always. This is just, you know what I mean? This is very relevant. And it's crazy still to think, how are we still surviving? with all of this happening, and like not all of us survive, but you know what I mean. It's like I'm so fucking. I hate thinking about humanity, if I'm really honest. I mean, I think about it all the time, but my God. Anyway, let's do the last song now, and this one's called Viginti Tres. Let's see what Cass has said about this one. Or Tres, Viginti Tres. You can skip this. Oh, you can skip this. It's basically just silence, white noise. Tools always did enjoy messing with fans a bit. Lol. Thank you. Saved me a lot of time there. Saved me a lot of time and being just like, what? No way. Yeah, I think I'm good on that. I think I'm good on that. I basically heard it. That is so funny. Oh my God. Okay then. Right. Okay, let's have a little look at what we've heard today then. So, first of all, we started off with Vicarious. Let me turn it down. An incredible beginning song, by the way. So many different movements, different little riffs and everything. Really good introduction. Then we had Jambi, which I think was honestly just as good. But I would say Vicarious I liked a little bit more. But then Jambi had some moments that really, really stood out, maybe more than some in Vicarious. I don't know. I'll have to have another listen in editing, of course. And then Wings to Marie Part 1, really good. Like, honestly, just the words were incredible to read and so on, and then the whole song was just brilliant, you know. And it had, oh yeah, this one gave me a billion visuals as well. And then 10,000 Days, Wings Part 2, another absolutely fantastic one. This is that one that felt like he was journeying. It was oh my God, yeah, that sort of I don't know how to explain it, but Viking-y vibes. And then the Pot, which was yeah, kind of had it had a filthy, gritty feel to it. And yeah, loved all the words again. Let's just hear a little. Yeah, so good. Probably their most popular one on this album as well. Then we had Lipan Conjuring. Oh yes, with the vocals, very cool. Lost Keys, Blame Hofman, which is sort of a intro to Rosetta Stoned, which was probably a fave of mine, because it was just so... Oh, it's definitely a fave of mine. It just had so much to it. It really felt like I was following a really interesting but silly journey, and it felt so in the moment as well. As you're following the journey with him, you're you feel like you're there in that time, and it's, I don't know, I just liked it. It had so much to it. And then Intention was after, which was actually very beautiful, that sort of psychedelic, whoa, you know, I really did like that one, and it was a nice sort of reprieve. Oh, is reprieve the right word? Sorry. A sort of relief from Rosetta Stoned. It gave you a bit more of a chill vibe. Then Right in Two, being the last track, was absolutely fantastic, incredible, great last track. I'm so glad that the last track had a mixture of the psychedelic sounds that were happening with the proper metal sound as well, in the different signatures again, and oh yeah, you get it. It was so good. What an incredible album, what an incredible band. I am genuinely quite interested in hearing some more, so Cass and Grass, if I don't know, I can't remember if you requested any more, but yeah, I'm sure I'll end up listening to more at some point anyway, even if you didn't, because that was so good. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, do comment, subscribe if you can. That would be very nice. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, or join the Patreon. That really, truly, 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 truly helps me so much. Honestly, helps me the most out of everything in the world. Helps me keep doing these videos, helps me as a single mother, and just as a person trying to get by, and so on. So yeah, thank you very much, and I shall see you next time. Bye.